Calvin, what do you think about this report?
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
We have a generation of snowflakes and wokesters who are afraid or petrified of being offended. That's what we have. So 3 years ago, roughly 20% of students thought that they'd be censored on campus. Now we've got 10% more than that are saying that they feel they're going to be censored on campus. But what's worse, what's scarier than that to me is 10% more than that think that they should be able to cancel their lecturers or their tutors or their dons if they are offensive. Who's to say what is offensive?
But so, just talk me through this. I never went to university because I was too thick, but thank God as well. Why is it in the interest of the university lecturer to spawn out a bunch of woke, tarred babies?
Because they want to get paid and they want to stick to their job. So
yeah, but wouldn't you expect there to be a gap filled in the market? So I guess well over 90% people lean hard left to leftist. Why wouldn't someone on the sensible centre or right go, there's a gap in the market here? Like in America, you've got Hillsdale and the other universities that are specifically centrist or centre-right. Where are they in England?
They're not. They don't exist.
Why not?
Because they get hounded out. Look at what happened to Professor Kathleen Stock.
Yeah.
She questioned the transgender ideology and she was booted out of her university, and the students really campaigned against her with hostility and vitriol. And we see this all over the place.
Can they not see that they're so thick? Surely the whole idea of learning is to go, when you're grown up, is to go point A, point B, and I will form this argument and we'll argue it. Why are they so scared in higher education? Here's my thing. Shall we just ban people from going to university and only have about 8 universities, and they all have to be absolutely, completely pro-free speech,
We could ban a lot of universities. We could get rid of a lot of university courses, that's for sure. But we're bringing in the HE bill, the Higher Education Bill, which is going to help with a lot of this, because it will mean that universities have to be actively promoting free speech rather than not undermining it. So that passive to active switch might help. But also there'll be repercussions. So if universities do cancel people or do silence certain demographics, there'll be fines that they'll have to pay. That'll make a difference because money speaks.
But won't then our clever friends on the other side of the argument who don't like free speech go, OK, well, we have to actively promote free speech. So what we'll actively do is we'll promote the worst kind of free speech there is, which is calling everyone a racist, a bigot, a fascist, a Nazi, an Oreo, a superficially black person.
But that's fine. That's good. Expose the lunacy of it all.
Drag them out to
We've
sunlight.
seen that this week, haven't we? Or last week with the trans ideology.
Yeah.
In that there's a teacher that is clearly not a woman, dressed with his prosthetic boobs, really at the extreme end of the trans argument. And normal people look at that and think, OK, something extreme is going on there. I don't like that. They're teaching my children and they are what's known as trans. We have to expose the lunacy of it all.
But the entire media establishment and modern social media establishment are against it. So, you criticise Russell Brand was taken down today.
Yeah.
Oh,
Again, that's a good thing. We've got a lefty who's been silenced and censored. So the left will have to start waking up because there's a massive left-right divide.
They won't, though. They carry on going in the crocodile analogy.
No, but so his supporters will be like, well, OK, what did he say that was wrong? Oh, and he apologised for what he said. He made a mistake. It wasn't like he was trying to shovel misinformation or disinformation. He just made a literal mistake, corrected it, and then look at the other end of the spectrum. People who are, CNN, MSNBC, who are pushing real misinformation and disinformation on purpose about the same topic that Russell Brand talked about, their videos are still up. So people's eyes are going to get opened to this stuff.
I think we should stop archiving. I think social media shouldn't be archived. I think the minute you've tweeted, it should last for 2 months. And then it can go into a special archive. You can have, like, Twitter Reel and then Twitter Archive.
We shouldn't have to hide our past. We should be...
No, I know, but it's the reason why people don't do free speech is because they're scared of saying anything wrong. So they don't, if they make a mistake, that's why they don't express themselves.
We've got to stop people from being scared. And it comes again down to the left-right divide. About 30% of people on the left in university think that free speech is an issue, whereas 68% of people on the right think that it's an issue. So it's a clear, Tory versus Labour divide here. We need to tell the lefties that it's OK to be offended. But it's OK to hear thoughts and opinions different to your own. And I think the reason they believe in censorship and silencing the opposition and cancel culture is because their arguments are so malformed.
Crap.
Yeah. They're insecure in their debates. They can't debate with facts and figures and evidence. Therefore, they say you're not allowed to present your argument.
Yeah.
I'm having it this week. So I do a few talks in universities. One of them that I'm going to, in fact, I'll name and shame, Nottingham Trent University, have said that before Calvin Robinson can come and speak here, you need to go and speak to all of the societies that might take offence to him being here. So the people who are organising it are going to have to speak to the LGB lobby, the BME lobby, which are ridiculous ideas anyway.
Who are the BME lobby? Did you miss an A out?
No, they don't have
That's
an A in
racist.
there. There's no A in theirs. So I don't know,
so
black
the
and
Asian,
minority ethnics.
The Asians are out.
Nottingham doesn't care about the Asians.
Hang on a minute, Nottingham Trent. You can't do that to the Asians.
But you have to go and see everyone who might possibly take offence to a person coming to just speak, for goodness sake. And they have ideas like, let's make sure that everyone's backs are facing the doors so that if people want to leave, they don't feel under pressure. And if the people get afraid of what's being said, they can escape. It's like, are you seriously that afraid of taking offence to some mainstream views?
I think we need to make universities free speech places again, don't we?
Absolutely. And the way to do that is the HE bill. So it's passed the Commons, it's passed the second reading in the Lords. So hopefully after the committee stage, it will reach royal assent, and then we will have some legal backing for the next time a university wants to be woke and cancel some of its students or cancel some of its speakers. We'll have somewhere to go, the OFS, the Office for Students.